from Brother Ahmed. He said, are we allowed to close our eyes while praying?
There are two opinions, but Imam Ibn al-Qayyim said that this is the doing of some of the non-Muslims. See, whatever you want to do, follow the Sunnah. Read how the Prophet ﷺ used to pray and follow him step by step. If you find that the Prophet ﷺ used to close his eyes, close your eyes. But you will never find any hadith pointing that the Prophet used to close his eyes. Neither his companions, which means that it is an innovation. To do this, it's an innovation. I personally know a brother, may Allah bless his soul. He died. He had a problem. He was a great Muslim, used to pray in the first row of the masjid, but he was a little bit too extreme, not on the Sunnah side. He's making things up. After a while, we missed him in the masjid. So I went and asked. I went to his house. What are you doing? He said, well, in the masjid there are people sneezing, coughing. I can smell things. You know, the socks are not clean, the mattresses. And I found that I have a lot of khushur when I pray home. So now I'm praying home. I told him, but this is against the Sunnah. You are sinful for praying home and not praying in the masjid. He said, no, this is the way I found my heart present before Allah Azza wa Jal. A month later, I visited him, and I found out that he stopped praying in home. He started praying in a closed room, turning off the lights and the air conditioning. So it's complete darkness and no sounds around him. And he says, now I can pray and find the love of Allah Azza wa Jal in my heart. I told him, you are inventing things. After a couple of months, he abandoned prayer completely. He stopped praying. And I asked him, why are you doing this? He said, well, I didn't find any taste for prayer, so it's no use because I still have these whispers in my ears. Of course, you gave room for it. And unfortunately, he died soon afterwards. So don't open the door for yourself. You're going to close your eyes a couple of weeks, and then you're going to put earplugs in your ears so you don't hear anything, and later on, lots of things are going to change. Keep the Sunnah. Open your eyes, pray. It's your heart that is important. It's not your sight or hearing.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Before we go to the third